Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show, the United edition. Tosin's not available right now. He's getting married. So, yeah,
For the
congratulations
fifth
to
time.
Tosin. I'm here with Tommy. Tommy, how's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm good. This team doesn't even stress me anymore, so I'm good. I am
You
good.
sound really relaxed, like medicinally relaxed. And if you
Nah,
watch,
I'm
if you're
just
watching on YouTube, you'll definitely get what I mean by this
I'm
because
just when I say the way this team doesn't stress me anymore, man, because I've accepted once I saw the Kobe permanent transfer, I was like, till Boko Haram is gone, I can't be stressed.
fairs, man, fairs. Um, So look, United lost again. Aston Villa won again, and I don't know how many records Amarin has broken at this point, but it feels like
All
every
of
week
them.
he's breaking a new one. I mean, Aston Villa haven't beaten United in the league since how long has it been? I don't. I just know I looked at the record and United had won like 19 and Villa had won one before today, basically.
Yeah, we've been like we were dominating them even at their home, at our
Yeah,
home. I think even last year, toward the end of the season, I think like the second last of the season, at our worst, we still beat them.
yeah.
Villa's always been like a good game for us, but Amarim walks in, and now you see.
Well, I mean that's the. I think that's part of the feeling around United is the fact that anything can happen. I mean, you look at the last game, the halftime record wasn't very much in danger, and the longer it goes on, I do think Amarin will probably break that this season as well.
He's
It's
gonna break it.
it's just really it's just really what's the word? It's just really I don't want to say hopeless because that's the wrong thing because United are not that far down the table like compared to last season. It's just
We're
not.
we're still in like sixth, and the thing, like, I truly believe this is a good squad. Like, even the squad last year, it was not a 15th place squad. This
Mm,
is a good squad, just horribly mismanaged. So it's not hopeless, but as long as the longer Ineos stick with him, then it becomes more hopeless.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I suppose let's get into it. So let's get into the lineups, man. Look, I'll be real with you. I'm never ever going to be a fan of three at the back at a big club. I just think it's
Ever,
ridiculous. But
ever.
we started with Lamens, then Shaw, Heaven, Euro, Dorgu, left wing back, Ugarte, Bruno, poor Bruno, man, Dalot, right wing back, and then we got Mount and Cunha behind Sheshko. Um, I don't normally do this really, but I'll read out the opposition. Um, opposition. What's the word looking for?
Lineup.
Lineup. Sorry, just for some context here. So Martinez, Matson, Lindelof, Konsa, Cash, Kamara, Onana, McGinn, Tielemans, Rogers, Watkins. Um, Now I'm just comparing the two teams here, and while I genuinely think United obviously are missing the players that can be better, I look at that Villa team and I think, that front five or six isn't worse than United's. You
It's
know,
not.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean. It's not worse than United's, and it's a little bit concerning, is what I'd say. Basically, that's my one takeaway from it. But yeah, would you? I suppose my question for you now is your feeling after Bournemouth. Was you thinking, oh, we've always put belt to ask that to Aston Villa, regardless of how the game goes today, and they've been playing really well, but they've been obviously overperforming their XG.
Hmm.
Do you reckon it was a win today? Was you expecting a win?
No, I told you, I'm not gonna lie, I fully expected a loss today. Like, I saw how they were playing. Like, yeah,
Mm.
against United, teams always like their XG just goes through the roof. Like, people always point out, oh, we're one of the highest scoring teams. We've also conceded the most amount of goal, some of the highest amount of goals too. Like, we've have one clean sheet the entire season. We're in December. So they were gonna get chances. It's a matter, but like, and with the form they went, with form Morgan Rogers is in, anytime. I just knew he was gonna score. Any side of goal he gets, it's cash money. And so today was just like, but we started off well actually. So I was like, maybe we can get a draw, but nah.
So here's my thing, yeah. And I suppose I'm going to throw the question back to you, but United having that sort of form and then Villa obviously overperforming and shit like that, surely it's got to come to an end. And United are really good at spoiling teams' parties. Like that's their thing. Surely that part of the game hasn't left United. Surely not. No.
It's not, but look at the midfield. I feel like that's also a big thing. Like that Ugarte starting. Like if it was just Casemiro, like let's say Kobe is magically hurt. He's not. I don't believe that. But let's say it was
Yeah.
Casemiro in there. Yeah, he wasn't hurt. But if it was
Yeah.
Casemiro, I have more confidence of that happening, right? Because as much as I despise Casemiro, I think he's still a capable player,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the lit too would have also helped. But that's just because I think Euro needs a break because I think Euro has been under scrutiny a lot. He needs to get out the spotlight. But
We're gonna talk about Lenny Euro for sure, man.
yeah,
So I suppose look, the game's off to a start now. But United, funny enough, I think in fact the entire first half, but United were a better team that first half.
we
But
were.
I mean, Cunha gets the first chance pretty early on, um, and it was a decent move. And we saw a lot of that. Actually, United were playing some decent football, and all I could keep thinking about is, oh my god, United are going to keep playing like this, and then literally someone's going to stick in the top corner for Aston Villa. That's what it felt like the game was edging towards. But I feel like
Hmm.
it wasn't, even though it appeared as simple as that, it wasn't as simple as that. Before I suppose I get into a bit of observation here, what was your initial takeaway and feeling from what you saw from United actually essentially stifling Villa? Because I have my own reasons as to why that happened, but I'm curious to know what you think as to why United were able to stifle them but also play their football.
We had Dogu and Dallo pressing mad high, so that definitely helped us a lot. And Sesko and Mount to the entire front three, I'll give them credit.
Mm-hmm.
They were running, so having our wing backs push up and allowing our Matson and Cash
Mm-hmm.
to not help contribute and get the ball to Morgan Rogers and all the dangerous players definitely helped us. But like you said, like United's problem is that like we get to the edge of the box and we just all of a sudden lose our heads, or there's just no play to be ran, or
Mm-hmm.
you start to see patterns where you're like it's either the players just want to keep hitting their head against the wall, or it's clear instruction from the manager. So we weren't able to break them down. But I thought we were playing well. Like we actually started off well. The
Yeah.
problem was, like you said, just get that goal, just get that one goal. Like, because you know you're gonna concede one clean sheet in December. Just get the goal first. Build yourself a little stopgap.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like there's a good point you brought up the wing back. So United part the wing backs help, but I think part of the fact that Villa were quite shocked at the fact that Cunha and Mount both helped pack that midfield. So
Yeah,
Villa couldn't really build any momentum, and there was no way out for them. And despite them having, I think, a more physical midfield, it didn't really matter because United had the numbers there, and United were happy to make it a really difficult game for Villa there, and they just weren't expecting it. Now, even though Villa weren't expecting it, I do think that they were like, well, we get dominated most weeks anyway. We'll find a goal out of something, and it felt like United getting on top, they had to score. They had
they
to score
had to.
first. They really had to score first. Um, Moving on, John McGinn had probably an even better chance than a Cunha one
Yeah,
straight away, like probably about 3 or 4 minutes later. Um, and they got through you quite easily. And that's the thing. While United in the first phase of the press were able to stifle them, if Villa were able to pick a cute pass through, which they were in. They were just in straight away. Did that concern you?
and
Do you think that was going to happen quite regularly more?
yeah, because that's how Amarin wants to play. Bruno said in an interview, in possession, Bruno becomes a cam. So he pushes up into the two attacking midfield. He pushes up there, right? And that's where you want Bruno. But the problem with that is since you start him deeper, right? Let's say it's a turnover, like they said, to get the ball. It's whoever that DM is, 1 against 5, 1 against 4, 1 against 3. And Ugarte was facing a lot of that. So like you said, one pass, they skip Ugarte. Now the center backs have to go. And most of our, and I think Euro, that's a big problem with him. He's not comfortable defending out wide yet. So that's what
No,
they were always doing. They were always pulling the defense apart. And the McGinn chance, oh no, I was thinking no, that's the chance. Watkins chance that came right after the McGinn chance. Like that's what happened. Euro wasn't comfortable defending
yeah,
wide, but Heaven came to help him properly. So it's just the in possession and out of possession just leaves that midfield too exposed. Like you said, you can drop in and pass the midfield so they can't play through, right? But when it's a
but the
turnover
moment,
and it's
but the
four
moment they're
against
able to
one,
get through, yeah, but the moment they're
it,
able to get through,
it's
you're
four
in
against
trouble.
one and it's clipped.
Yeah,
And you have
yeah,
Morgan Rogers running at you with Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins hasn't been the best this season, but you should still, like be noticeable of him. Maybe not fear
mm,
him, but he's still a serviceable player. And then you have
yeah,
John McGinn to crash in the box too. So they always have options. Or Matson. Matson has I like Matson. I think he's a decent, tidy player. So you have players like that
he's now
can
their first.
create
He's now
something.
essentially their first choice left back.
Left back, yeah. He's gone
Yeah,
over Digne. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, After that, I think Villa had some really good chances actually. After that, from Watkins, from Rogers, and then obviously I think from the rebound from Rogers Matson as well.
Yeah.
But then after that, United settled down properly, like properly, and then I think United took over. Like the next chance after that was the Sesko chance. Did you think he was going to? Did you think he was going to score that when he went through? Be honest with yourself.
I didn't know what to expect because I'm still in that. Because I remember I said this earlier this week. Sesko, you were impressive. The touches, link up play, but you're
Mm,
still a striker. Time to start scoring goals. I'm so sorry. I'm old school. My strikers have to score. All that link up play, all that distributing is cool. You're number 9. You need to score. So I was hopeful, but then when he missed it, I was like, come on, man. Like those are the chances that not only help you build confidence in yourself, but trust your fan base and your teammates.
yeah,
So I was hoping he did, but
yeah. I mean, when you're playing for Man United or just any team in general, kind of thing, but there's pressure on you to score, kind of thing. You look a different player
yeah,
when you're on a goal drought. You just look, even if you're a top player, you just look a different player until you're able to put the
you
ball
should
to the
get
back
that
of the
one
net.
goal. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So look, there was a sequence of play in the first half where United are popping it around, and then the
hmm
ball gets to Ugarte, and there's a clear pass, like a switch of play to the,
yeah.
and he just hits it out of play. Like he's
It
nowhere
went for a
near
goal
hitting it.
kick.
Went for a
It
goal
didn't
kick.
even
Yeah.
go throwing. It went for a goal kick. And the switcher
How
play, I know it.
yeah, how hurtful do you think he is in general to your just to United's build up?
He doesn't build up out of. He's not good. Like he's not good with the
Mm,
ball at his feet. He panics. The chance that John McGinn had, it came from him just
mm,
turning, got the ball, turned so slow, and then couldn't get the ball at his feet. And he's conceded multiple chances like that. He's slow on the ball, and his only decent attribute I'll give him is that like he's decent carrying the ball. When I say decent, I mean like
he's
he
just above
doesn't
average.
yeah, just above average. He can do that, but he can't pick out a pass. He can't
Mm,
like he's not. I wouldn't trust to call him a dribbler or anything like that.
mm,
And it's just it's so frustrating because in that situation, if he had Casemiro, Kobe, hell, even Mount, as much as I
mm.
despise him in that area, I'm sure they'll pick out a right pass or be able to
Easily,
get a shot off.
easily. Um. So yeah, Cunha has a good. Well, should I say? United get a bit of a warning from Morgan Rogers, um, after he cuts inside and he hits a really tame shot. And I'm thinking, hmm, United needs to be careful here because of the
He
form
got
Morgan
inside
Rogers
too
is in, and
easily.
because
Yeah,
of the form he's in, but also the what do you call it, the ease of which they create that chance. That sometimes in football you'll get a chance to think, oh, they probably won't get that sort of chance again, kind of thing, and then you create some chance where you think, oh, that's clearly repeatable. They can keep hitting that
yeah,
movement. The chance that Morgan Rogers they had there, that was cash money all day. That like he was getting that sort of chance all day, and the fact he
all
scored
day.
two identical goals lets you know that. So the fact you had a warning and then he still managed to get the opener. It tells me that United really aren't, despite the three at the back again, United aren't switched on defensively. They just aren't. The sorts of chances you
It's not
you
smart.
yeah, pardon, sorry?
I said it's not like it's just not. It's not a smart formation for the players we have. And then,
Yeah.
like you said, the players themselves, like Euro is not comfortable defending out wide. That's why he normally plays in the middle when De Ligt's there. So you know that won't help him. And it's just you having Luke Shaw bombing up, leave so much space in front of him. I mean behind him, and then just having a one person shielding them against like 4 or 5 people on counterattacks. It
Mm,
just doesn't set them up for success. And then the players there also don't set themselves up for success. So it's just a disasterful equation.
yeah. Um, Cunha obviously has a chance as well. And then I believe pretty much after that, United are comfortable. Now, in the period of the game now, just before half time, Bruno gets, to me, looks like a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
I personally winced at it because I've seen Bruno go down before. He's in pain, he's writhing in pain, and he gets up and he's fine, kind of thing, because that's part of the play that he is, kind of thing. He's smart
Hmm.
enough to know that he'll probably buy a foul there, kind of. But this was different. He straight up pulled up. What was your initial reaction? Because I was like, I was like, God
Bro,
damn.
because he was dribbling and he literally just like he just stopped. Like no one
Yeah,
tackled him, anything. He was dribbling, he just stopped, told the ref, yeah, hold on. I was like, no. Those because those non-contact muscle injuries, instant like, holy crap. So as soon as
Gary
that happened,
Neville.
I was like,
Gary Neville was on a commentary talking about he probably has no idea what the hell has happened to him because he's never had that sort of injury before in his life, and it's true. You can imagine how scared he must have felt in that moment, thinking, "Oh my gosh, like in, I've had like impact
cramps
injuries
and stuff.
before,
Yeah.
and, but this is new, this is different." So he probably knew what was up. But credit to him or not, it was really daft to the fact that he played on for that long.
He should have been subbed off the moment he stopped. The
Yeah,
moment he literally stopped, he should have been subbed off. I don't know why they kept him on. Like that was actually very stupid.
but yeah, I, United have a lot of options in attack. They don't have a Bruno. They don't have like a not even a replacement or even a rotational piece for him. They just don't have anything close to
Hey
him in terms
Bruno.
of
No.
the creative value there. Immediately, I'm thinking, oh, no Mbeumo, no Ahmad, no Mazwari, and all three of these players are all very different in their own way, but they all can do something with the ball at their
They,
feet.
yeah.
And then now you've lost Bruno as well.
And no Kobe.
I know Kobe as well. Now I'm looking at United's technical level. Just go. It was already sort of like here, and I'm just going. It's just gone. It's just
Just
gone.
done.
Um, yeah, I'm worried for United in that regard. If there's like genuinely no Bruno, I just think wow. Um, he's played every single match. I haven't watched a United match, and Bruno has not been on the pitch. Put it like that.
Yeah,
Like in the last
yeah.
7 years.
Even against Grimsby, he came off the bench. Like that
So
man is always
I
playing.
watched him against Grimsby, bro. Like
Yeah, he
so,
even came off the bench. Like he will play. But honestly, let's just hope the Kobe injury, because they said he's only going to be out a week.
mhm.
So when he comes back and Casemiro's off suspension, it needs to be a method of Casemiro and Kobe. And then let's just hope. I'm hoping Cameroon and Ivory Coast lose it early in AFCON.
United's luck. They're both gonna make deep runs.
God, like they are. I just know it. They'll meet in the semifinals or something too.
Yeah. Um. So on the stroke of half time, United's United's what's the word looking for? Luck, if you like, runs out because Morgan Rogers gets the ball from John McGinn. He's forced wide, and Lenny Euro literally rolls out the red carpet, takes his takes his keys from him, asking where he wants him to park his car.
I mean, just
Yeah, and just says, here you go, sir. This is exactly your route to go, basically. I'm not having a go at Euro, by the way. I'm not. It was just a
No,
very,
I
very, it was
like
a poor goal. It was a poor
no.
goal to concede.
Yeah, no, I'm not like I'm a big Euro fan, but even I have to admit, like that was poor. Like you need to be more front footed there. Like you can't just run with him, especially knowing it's Morgan Rogers.
Mm,
Knowing like he likes to cut in and curl it. Like you know that's what he's gonna do, man. And you have it's not even like you don't have your legs are long enough. Get tighter. Come on, man.
mm.
Oh,
I
like and
mean,
like you said,
fantastic
it was a
finish. It was a fantastic
yeah,
finish.
no, oh
It
yeah,
was a poor
also.
goal to concede. It was just very much
But,
you played like pro, you played FIFA kind of thing.
mhm.
I'm not being funny. That's the goal you'd score on like FIFA 2002, where like it's just very easy to cut in
Yeah,
and then press R2 to cut. It's just so
and
easy kind of thing. That's
just
what
top
it was.
bend. No,
Um,
literally. And like you said, it was a repeat. It was a repeated action. He got one chance like that, but the shot was where. And I remember after that first chance, even the commentator was like, "A player of his quality and for reason, you expect a better shot.
mhm.
The next chance you got, goal."
Yeah, yeah. So halftime hits. Uh, give me your. Whoa, that's a lie. I can't, I
Plenty of
can't
goal.
believe I missed
Yeah.
those four bars. So automatically, I'm thinking, okay, United can regroup now. But Matty Cash decides, no, I've got a bet on today. Both teams to score. And he gives the ball directly to Matthias Kuno, who, by the way, has scored against Villa in his last two times at Villa Park for Wolves. And he just sinks it into the far corner. Now, for me, Cunha is a fantastic footballer, but I do feel as if his best work comes from him taking minimal touches because his first touch is quite shit for a player of his quality.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's
So that sort of chance there, I think it just really, what's the word I'm looking for? It just really
it
it works
suits
for him, man.
him.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
works for him just to not have to worry about any sort of further action, um, if you like. But yeah, how are you feeling going into halftime that United responded to adversity there after being a better side as well in the first half?
I don't know. We definitely didn't deserve to go down. Hell no.
Yeah,
No, we like it was a great goal, but like we dominated that. We didn't deserve to go that. So as soon as we got that goal, I'm like, good. Okay, it's 0-0 all over again. New half, new game. Let's be smart here and actually like see through. But I didn't expect Bruno to continue, man. So I mean, I knew Bruno was gonna be out, so I was just seeing like who's gonna come in for him because he didn't make the sub till halftime, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's another thing. I'm like, I know Bruno has to come off. I didn't expect Bruno to come back, so I was just there like, whoever we get on, let's just get it right.
yeah. I mean,
And
the
honestly,
second half.
I was expecting him to push Mount back and then bring on Xerxes or something. This man brought on Licha. Oh,
Yeah, so before we get into the second half, I'm just gonna read off some first half stats to you just to give you paint a bit of a picture here. So allegedly, and this is why stats are very, very deceiving because we both watched the game.
yeah,
Man United had most of the ball. We know that already, 60% possession. But apparently, Villa had created a bit more XG. You both had,
mm,
and they had three big chances, which I can remember. Sure, the McGinn one for sure, and I think the first Rogers one as well. I can definitely remember. Okay,
yeah,
United had two, so the Cunha one and the Sesko one, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
But the
Honestly,
actual
that's
balance,
what Loki had too.
yeah, yeah. But again, the balance of the game was all to me in United's favor for sure.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
all the
It was.
territory.
We
You're
controlled
just
it.
playing better. You're legit just playing better. So yeah, stats are funny thing for sure. Um, but then if we're looking at open play, United created obviously more open play XG, which I think sort of I suppose um, paints a clearer story here. Um, so yeah, so going second half now. This sub for me. I mean, you've already given your thoughts on it, but I really, really do want to know where do United go if you're bringing off your most creative player for a centre back by trade? What message? What message is that sending in general? I know where he's
It's
going on to play, and I know that he can play in midfield, and he was quite good. But what does
yeah.
the message tell you? Like,
Like he's saying he shut up shop. He's saying he doesn't believe. First of all, he's saying he doesn't believe in the
mm,
attackers he has, Xerxes or the youth, right? Because is this not a perfect opportunity to either drop Mount back, bring on
mm,
Xerxes? Let's say you don't want Xerxes. Shea Lacey, Jack Fletcher can both play there. Jack
mm,
Fletcher can even play deeper. Just make it like for like swap. You don't want Mount to drop, right?
mm,
But bringing on a center back, and again, like you said, he played there in Ajax a lot. He can play there. He wasn't bad. He's still a more defensive minded player. You're
yeah,
bringing on our top creator who you tell to push up into attack and possession for a center back who's fresh off an ACL tear,
yeah,
right? He hasn't even completed. This is the most minutes he's played since he came back.
yeah,
That it just sent it's a coward mindset, and he's a coward. That's representative of his whole tenure. He's a coward.
yeah. I'll
Like
be,
he's a
I'll be
cowardice
real.
manager
I just didn't like it.
at
I was
all.
just like, oh, this is gonna be this is a this is, to me it's sending the wrong message to a lot of people. Forget the fans, forget the board. What about the players on the pitch? Like legit, what are the players thinking? And I'm just it's boggling my mind, man. But to give Leach your credit, he was quite good. I cannot lie to you, he was
Yeah,
quite good. But United themselves, I don't feel as if. I mean, I can read. I know I watched the game kind of thing, but the second half to me was a lot closer and a lot
yeah.
more contested by Villa. And part of the reason why for me is that move. So yeah, let's I suppose let's go into the second half now. So yeah, Cash I suppose gets the first chance of the half, and I don't think United weren't in any real haven't been in any real danger. Um,
Hmm.
but again, ironically, I think the next biggest chance I want to say is that there's a transition opportunity for Villa. Leacher wins the ball, and then he drives forward and he hits a shot. And it's a decent shot. It's a decent shot,
Yeah,
but immediately I'm thinking, oh, okay, like this can work, kind of thing. But the bigger the space, the more danger for Leach, I think, because the likes of Onana and Kamara are going to eat this guy alive in open space.
yeah.
They just are. What was your feelings there from the first opening exchanges of the second half, and what you were seeing from Leach and Ugarte?
Ugarte, Licha does what Ugarte is supposed to do much better, but
Mm,
still not enough.
mm,
Like again, if you had dropped Mount into that position and put Bruno on Xerxes, I feel like it would have been better because
mm,
that's at least two people with legs and who are more physical, who can at least put up more of a battle. I think Onana still tops them, but
yeah,
they can at least do something. But like I said, in possession, Leach is not bad. Like I like him on the ball. Even he's good at winning the ball back. He's a center back, but
mm.
it's just the ball carrying and all that extra stuff that goes into being a midfielder. It just wasn't
To give him
conducive.
credit, he played some quite good line breakers today. I was quite impressed. I can't lie, but
No,
it's
yeah,
just
he can pass. Like
yeah,
it's
of
just
course,
the
of course.
extra little stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're going up against specialist midfielders and someone that
Yeah,
can play in midfield. It's two very different
exactly.
things, man. Um, but yeah, I think what else we got? What else we again? All right, yeah. So not too long after that, I think Euros. This is where I actually want to speak about Euro. Euro is, I suppose, is left out to dry again with Morgan Rogers. Um, Talk to me about the goal first of all, because I think it was really poor, but it's pretty much the exact same move again.
It's the same exact move, and Yoro was ball watching there, but I
Mm,
thought he recovered decently. He got closer, right, but it
mm,
wasn't enough. Like, you already know what he's gonna do. Like you need to anticipate it way better. And I think this is me being harsh, but I think Licha could have dropped a little bit and helped them there too.
mm.
But that's me being harsh. I still think Yo was just ball watching. Like he was aware he would have been able to like force him to either go back on his left or pass back. But the finish, and also Lemens, I feel like Lemens could have done better. I feel like he could have saved
Okay,
that one.
no, I looked at it, yeah, because I watched the replay quite a few times, so I was trying to get the different angles of Luke Shaw's reaction because it was fucking hilarious. But he hit that ball pretty clean. And sometimes when it's coming through like that, the goalkeeper can
Yeah,
be positioned right, they can react well, kind of thing. But sometimes the pace of the ball, not even the power, just sometimes
just takes
the
it.
pace,
Yeah,
it takes it partially sometimes. So I don't want to be too harsh on Lemens, who I think was decent today. Again, funnily enough.
yeah,
Um, but speaking of a player that I thought was actually quite decent today and who has come under quite a bit of scrutiny, Patrick Dorgu. I think he was quite good today. I have to be frank with you.
yes,
I think he was quite
yes.
good today. What do you think has been part of his issues as to settling in properly, and what do you think he showed today? Why do you think he played well today? What do you think showed today as to why he's actually quite a decent player?
Yeah, part of the issue is that he's 19 and very
Mm,
inconsistent. Like that's a big issue.
mm.
Another issue is like I hate that his manager called him a nervous Nancy, but like you can tell he
That's
gets
a nasty
nosebleeds
word.
sometimes. Yeah, but like you can tell he gets nervous and like you see a take on coming, who start vibrating and pass it backwards, and it's like, bro, be confident, go. Like he has he's technically, there's he can go up, but it's not decent. He's not bad. He's
Mm,
strong. He's fast. Honestly, I think he's a great left back. Like he's a great left back. But wing back, when he's constantly in the attacking situations, he gets
mm.
confused. He gets a little bit jittery, and you know,
I think if his game gets simplified a bit more with the ball,
yes.
I think that helps a lot. He's got the
Hmm.
athleticism and whatnot. Probably not the decision making yet, but he's got the athleticism and whatever else to help and to help defensively and obviously and to get back in and stuff. But position and stuff will come with age.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So United are essentially huffing and puffing for most of the second half. Um, Morgan Rogers again gets another shot. Similarly from that area again, and you're thinking hat trick is coming anytime soon. Pretty much. But I tell you what, I'm gonna read some stuff of you for you, shall I say, from I suppose the final sort of the full time stats. So United had 15 shots to Villa's 12. They had six. So United had six, Villa had four. Expected goals 1.02 for Villa, 1.31 for United. Touches in opposition box. This is where it's actually quite interesting. Villa 19, Man United
Hmm.
33. Um, Passes into the final third. Villa 59, United 129. So that's pretty much double, just over double. Yeah. So to me, it tells two stories. So number one, Aston Villa, as an Arsenal fan, I can tell you what Emery is doing. It's gonna
Yeah.
come down and crash down so ugly and so brutally. Just prepare. Enjoy this as much as you possibly can because it's going to be ugly. Like I mean that
Yeah.
sincerely. You're not gonna. You might not think it's gonna end. It's gonna end. It's gonna end in a horrible way. Um, Whereas with United, I think there's some positivity there. Like Villa are a unique team, but they are still one of the form teams in the league. Well, I'd
Yeah.
argue they are the form team in the league. Um, and you've gone to their ground and given a really, really good account of yourself, despite the injuries and the players missed from AFCON and stuff like that kind of thing. Um, but at the end of the day, it's still another loss, and it's still United still can't build any momentum. I think that's the most discouraging thing if I'm a United fan. The fact that it's what 2 wins in 8 now. I want to say.
Yeah, and that's what I said. People kept talking to me about, oh, we haven't lost in 10. How many games have we won in that time period,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. And like you were saying, like there's an interesting stat. Like Amorim has lost more games when he's had more than 50% of the ball.
Mm.
You know what that means to me? Teams are willing to be
No,
like, I
yeah. To your
have the
point, that
ball.
before.
They're like your players, your system, your formation, your ideas, your ideologies, they cannot break us down. Take the ball. So like why, like you said, it is promising to have those stats, but then when you realize teams just want us to have those stats, it gets
But
a little bit more
you tell me,
demoralizing.
you having 33 touches in their box though, like surely not. So there is
Yeah,
some like genuine like good stuff there from United.
Yeah. You know, yeah, that's maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh on the guy because I hate him. But like, yeah,
No, I
there is
mean
like
like the results, and his communication and the treatment of like Kobbie and stuff. That's more
is
than enough
nasty.
for you to hate him. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like today, especially, is like United actually did okay. It was just essentially
Yeah,
two punch strikes, and
yeah,
your 19-year-old centre back getting done by the informed player in the league. You
yeah. So yeah,
um,
like today, I can't even fully say. You know what? Because I would say like one or two games. No, like one, two, three, four, 5 games. You can blame it on the players and like pattern recognition. But in his case, it's been going on for 40 plus games. It's
yeah,
on you. So this game personally, I can't put him on him, but I'm adding it to the pile where that's 100% on him.
yeah, yeah. Um, some positivity here, I suppose, because Ugarte leaves the pitch and Xerxes comes on, but Jack Fletcher makes his debut for United. Um, Benjamin Sesko takes is taken off for him, and then another player who I've been hearing about for ages. I've even seen him in some youth games as well. Um, Shea Lacey comes on for Lenny Euro. Um, these players probably a bit better than me. Tell me about them. I know I've watched United for the Fletcher brothers, to be fair, and I know about Shea
Hmm.
Lacey as well. I know how talented they are. But you tell me about them, and what do you think they could have brought to this game, probably in more favourable conditions.
I'll start with Jack Fletcher because I think Jack Fletcher he can play like he can play like 6, 8, 10. I think he's better as like an attacking 8
Mm,
into like the 10 area, right? He's very good on the ball. Like he's a lefty too, so he can unleash a shot and he can pick a pass out. He's also very direct. That's good. Today, I would say he definitely did look a little bit scared, but 18-year-old making his debut while your team is losing against Villa, understandable. But I think he's still like a tidy midfielder, and like he's technical. He's technically so secure. So you have that good base that you can build on.
yeah,
And Shea Lacey, on the other hand, I think he's the better of the two that made a debut. He can be a star. He has the confidence already, like you saw. When Cunha should have released the ball to him earlier, but when Cunha lost it, took one touch, cut in, unleashed a good shot. It was right at the goalie, but I did want to see him more on the ball 'cause I feel like he can take people on, he can create, he can like he's a little bit like Foden, but like in the ability like the he's just so technically mature and secure. Like you think he's little, he has a small frame, you can't shrug him off the ball.
no,
But I will say he's a little bit more creative than Foden. Not like right now, but he is more the creative elk than Foden. And I think he
yeah,
can also score some good goals. So they could have brought like they added that spark, that attacking
yeah.
spark that was missing. But I also think you could tell like the team didn't fully like trust him a little bit. Could be for
It's hard.
Fletcher. Hmm?
It's hard. Like
Yeah, it's hard.
you're
They're
playing a
18.
Premier League game, and unless you're someone like of the talent level of, I don't know, Lamine Yamal, who is essentially
Yeah,
like the senior man, like despite being 12 years old, it's going to be hard for the players to fully trust you in that sort of
yeah.
situation straight away. But I suppose it's a good sign in that regard. Um, I suppose before we start thinking about wrapping this up, just I suppose, some more thoughts on whole Kobbie Mainoo situation, like genuinely, because the
No,
fact that he
yeah.
was magically injured after his
Mm-hmm.
brother's t-shirt incident, kind of thing, we're not stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, it, it really does feel like it feels like it's the end of the road for him. To be honest,
No, it
that's
is. No, he's gone.
and
Because
I'm
people,
sad because I don't want it to be the case. I think players like him should be staying at United. They just should be. It's
yeah.
part of the law, you know. But yeah,
Like you said, it's definitely a sad case. Like this is the magical injury. Same thing that happened with Rashford before he went on his loan to Villa,
mhm,
right? It's just, and like you said, the whole situation in general. Like you saw Ugarte today, right?
mhm,
Ugarte has more starts than Kobe even before today. But you saw how he played. Is that not a crime? Like, would you not be upset at that? Like, what are we doing here? And then, so like, again, his brother wearing the shirt, I think it's dumb. Like, I get it. You want your brother to play. It adds unnecessary pressure, whatever. I also think people are also like overblowing it. They're talking about like the family dynamic. United fans are weird. They're like, oh, Kobe doesn't even really love his brother. Why is he talking? I'm like, you guys don't know this family. Please stop. Like, this is going into weird levels. And like you said, Kobe, like the ethos of United is like youth, courage, like success, right? And you have one of the better. This guy that scored in the FA Cup, one man of the match in a Euro semifinal, started in a Euro final. You're telling
The
me he's not good enough
process
for your
too.
system?
All the criticism about him that Amarim has leveled at him or whatever else, yeah, the only thing that was particularly might have been potentially valid is the athleticism. Outside of that, it's bullshit because with all due respect, like he might not be there yet physically, but how else he's gonna get if you're not playing him?
And
Like how
again,
else are
and
you gonna get if like some players are naturally some young players are naturally born with that level of grown
physicality,
manness already. You know,
yeah,
like I'll use someone like Lewis Skelly for example. Lewis Skelly came out of the womb already with a mortgage. It's like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? But some players need to develop that, and not everyone is like that. Phil Foden, for example, like
He definitely had to do
he's
it.
still a twig now, to be honest. But how long did it take him to actually be trusted really as a it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
until literally 2023, 2024, where Foden was a bona fide first 11 player. And he
And
made
the
his debut at 17 years old. And Foden is
yeah,
25 now.
and
So
the
it wasn't
thing
until
with
when he was
Kobe is that like
23 that he was fully trusted to be a
trusted.
main cog in this team starting week in, week out. So I don't know.
My thing with Kobe, like you said, like, I even push back a little bit of people saying he's not athletic. Like, of course, like you said, he doesn't have his full grown man body. He just turned 20. People need to let him develop. But also, he has athleticism in other ways that are very beneficial. His ball carrying. Do you think that's not athletic? Being able to shrug off players, right? Like people only see
There's
athleticism as
philosophy
like
with it as well.
yes, exactly. People only think less of them is run fast, throw cars. Like we're not cavemen. There's other forms. And honestly, I wouldn't even say my biggest like not even an issue because he's a young midfielder. Midfielders don't mature till like 25, 26. My biggest thing that I think Kobe needed to improve on was just his long passing. Everything else I was fine with. But like, and that's stuff that comes with getting more comfortable in your position, getting more comfortable with your teammates, which he needs game time for. You can't bring him on like against Brentford when he came on. Was he not really good? Not Brentford. What was the team we played last week?
uh,
He was really
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. There we go.
He was
He
good
came
when
on.
he
He was
came
very
on.
good. He was very good. And against Man City, way back, he came on as our best player. He didn't play
Yeah.
the next two games. So you can't just keep giving players stop-start minutes like that and throw them into the fire and expect them to ball out. It's ridiculous.
Do you know what's really do you know what's really like just hit me? The fact that there are genuinely some super talented players, yeah, and they'll go on to have really good careers regardless of who their coach is, kind of thing. But especially if they make the breakthrough quite early, they might come across that one coach that just does not fuck with them. That
Oh,
they might just come across that. And the way I can imagine it is put it like this, right? Had Amorim took over from United in 2015, Marcus Rashford might have made that Barcelona move a lot earlier.
he would have left. He would have be because people don't remember around that time. PSG were begging for him.
Yeah, yeah.
PSG were on the PSG were willing to move hands. He would have been in PSG or Barcelona. He would
Mm.
have been gone. And I don't think we'd have ever seen Kobe.
You see what I'm saying? So I I got to be honest with you. I just think despite Kobe's talent and obviously the thing, I just think sometimes in football you just come across that one coach that just doesn't fuck with you for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Serge Gnabry at West Brom, like he was at Arsenal.
Tony
We sent him on
Pulis.
loan. We wanted to keep him, but obviously we need to give him playing time. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Pulis is one of the shittest managers in the history of the game. He doesn't know what a good footballer looks like. So he's not going to fuck with
Like,
a good footballer. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can genuinely happen like that. You look at someone like even
Look
if
at
you want to go down, go on.
A modern Ten Hag.
Yeah,
Ten Hag was playing forcing.
exactly that. I remember
Ten
watching
Hag
him
was playing
in the
forcing.
championship. I remember watching him in the championship. I was like, this is the best player in the league. This is quite literally the best player in the league, bro. And the championship is so hard to play in, especially as a young player, especially as a young attacking player. It is
Yeah.
incredibly hard to play in. And I was like, this is the best player in the league, and Ten Hag just didn't fucking. It's just a weird phenom. I don't know. Managers they just don't like certain players. They just don't, for whatever
It's a
reason.
power trip, and
Yeah,
like I said, for whatever
it genuinely
reason,
is. They just don't like them. Like so. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like you can even say to a lesser degree. I don't know, someone like Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer obviously was
yeah,
liked by Pep. Like he was, let's be clear, he was actually liked by Pep kind of thing. But Cole Palmer was like, well, I'm not going to be gaslit here. I'm not going to wait until when I'm 23, 24 to be a thing. I want to play now kind of thing. And Pep didn't stand in his way kind of thing. He didn't stand in his way. But Kobe's case isn't like that because
nope.
Cole Palmer had God knows how many £100 million players playing in his position.
In his position, yeah.
Kobbie Mainoo has some real shitheads playing in his position.
Bro, he has.
This is why it's confusing. But then back to my previous point, it's genuinely because some
He
players,
just doesn't like him.
the man just doesn't fuck with certain players. It's that simple. But yeah, I think we've done a good job here, Tommy. Thank you for letting me be in the hot seat today.
No, this was fun, man. This was fun. I get to let some steam off about Amorim. Oh my god, I hate that guy.
We've got AFCON coverage, guys. And
Please tap in.
it's happening essentially right now. We're gonna be covering shit. We've got like an Insta live and stuff. By the time you guys hear this, Insta live would have taken place, but you can watch it back. I'm just here to let you know that Morocco have missed one penalty already, and they're about to get another one because VAR has given a handball. So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, Oh no! Sorry, that's a lie. No penalty. Pardon me. No penalty.
Let's
But
go.
yeah, like, share, and subscribe, guys. And fuck with us. We're gonna be doing a lot more shit throughout this month because of the tournament and because of the AFCON tournament. But also, we've got festive football as well. So with that being said, I've been Coach. This has been Tommy. Peace.
Peace.